Hi everyone, welcome to day 11 and the return of videos, hopefully for a stretch of time. We shall see how things develop with our internet. Um, but just wanted to take a couple minutes today. Originally, I thought I was going to talk about collaboration again today because I love it, and there are a couple more exercises that I do want to share with you at some point in the future. But today, I wanted to talk about just setting it all down for a little bit. And what do I mean by that? I mean taking some time through this to just stop as much as we can. I've been seeing articles with photos from various places around the world, and one of them was LA. So I lived in LA for 10 years, and while I was there, I would always long for rain, mostly because I'm from Michigan and I'm so used to seasons and all the weather. And then when we lived in LA, it was just always sunny and hot. And so I just really grew to crave cloudy days and rain. And part of that was just missing weather. And part of it was that after it would rain in LA, it would just knock down all the smog out of the sky, and you would come out the next day after the clouds had cleared out, and everything was so crystal clear and beautiful, and the sky was really blue, and you could see the mountains from pretty much everywhere in LA. And so it just always ended up feeling like a release of sorts. And I really grew to live for that. And so now I'm seeing photos out of LA and it looks like that every day. Like the smog is just completely gone. And then I saw a photo from India yesterday, and they can see the Himalayas in places where they haven't been able to see them for decades. And I keep feeling like there's this kind of deep underlying message just wanting to be heard from the earth, Mother Nature, however you want to say it or consider it. And that's that we need to slow down and stop and rest so that way we can regenerate. And so I have a friend who's very wise in this, Rachel. She's been a guest on the podcast, and I co host a retreat with her. And one of her topics that she's really passionate about is the yin way. And the yin way is all about balance and between the yin and the yang and slowing down and giving ourselves this time to rest and regenerate. And that's just really the last couple days been in the back of my mind, especially as I see all these photos coming out of places that are normally just blanketed in smog. And I just feel like it's a reminder that we all need is just to stop and to rest and to set it down. How does this translate to the writing life? Well, often when I'm teaching, I tell my students kind of the same thing. When you finish a project in particular, you've finished a draft of your screenplay. Great. Put it in a drawer. Don't look at it for 6 months if you can do that. You are just stuck. You're just completely stuck on a project, and no matter what you do, you just cannot move forward. Same advice. Just stop. Put it away. Get it out of sight, out of mind. Do something else completely. Like just put it out of your mind and go do something else that's not related to writing in any way. And so I feel like it's that kind of time, but for all of us, like we're all just being told to sit down and rest and just indulge in other things if we're able to. And I know that's a bit of a privilege, and I know everybody's scenario is a little bit different right now. So I have a friend I talked to the other day, and she lives alone, and she's off work, and she's hunkered down in her house, and she is loving it. She's not happy for the circumstances and what has caused her to be hunkered down in her house, but she works 6 days a week, sometimes 10 hours a day, and really never gets a break. So she just has loved this time to be at home, to rest, to watch movies, to just putter around the house. She has just embraced it. And I know that's not the scenario all of us have. That's not what I have. I'm still working, still trying to parent, kind of homeschool, do all the things. So I have not found those, windows of time that are just for nothing. But that being said, I am trying to incorporate some of that into my day every day, and in particular on the weekends when I'm not working. is I'm really just trying to set things down, see where my body leads me, see what I need in that moment. That's why earlier this week I didn't push myself to put videos up on days where I was already working a lot of hours and frustrated by my internet situation and kind of overloaded with family requirements as far as my son having some needs and just needing to put my time there. And so normally I would have kind of pushed on and made myself do it, and I'm not doing that these days. I'm really just doing what I can every day and not expecting any more than that from myself. And it's working out so far. But I do really think there's kind of a bigger message with all of this that we could all take away. And that's really just learning how to set it down, all of it, whenever we can. And so, over this weekend, as much as you can, I would invite you to do that. Set down any writing expectations or creative expectations. I know some of you taking the course aren't writers, but other kinds of creatives. And so, one, welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. That makes me happy. And I do think a lot of these messages and exercises translate into other creative fields as well. And I think all of us kind of benefit from sometimes taking a little bit of time away from what is, our usual work. So I hope you find some time to rest this weekend. You can see my kids out there out the window. I'm getting ready to go outside and mill some more lumber for my garden boxes. That's my plan for this afternoon. You might even hear the sawmill going in the background. And just gonna go out and enjoy this beautiful day and the moments that I can. And I hope you're able to do the same. I hope everyone's healthy and well, and I will see you again tomorrow.